my beautiful loves, and welcome back to my channel and to another speed build. Today I'm actually doing a build battle and an 80k build challenge with the one and only SpringSims. So we are both doing Italian inspired houses on a 30 by 40 lots with a limit of 80k simolions. Let me tell you guys, that was such a challenge. Like 80k is nothing in The Sims, nothing. Like my houses usually end up at like 250, 300k. So yeah, it was a little bit challenging. And by a little bit, I mean very challenging. But it was super fun at the same time. And to be honest, I've never actually built anything Italian inspired before. So I was really excited when SpringSims suggested that we do like an Italian house. So it was a lot of fun. And this is, as I said, guys, a build battle collab. So that means you guys decide on which one of us built it better. So go watch this video. I'll have it linked in the info box down below, and let us know in the comments which house you prefer, which one of us did the best job. To be honest, I haven't even seen his house yet, so I don't know what it looks like. I will be watching it when our videos goes live, so when you guys see these videos, I'll also see his house for the very first time. But he is a very good builder. He's a really good build, guys. So I am sure he did an amazing job, but of course I'm gonna cast my votes on my house. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't even get a say in it, but you guys should really go check out his channel. He makes a ton of speed builds and let's plays, and he also streams on Twitch. And at the moment, guys, he's actually streaming the 100 baby challenge, and I'm watching it as I'm doing this voiceover. It is hilarious. Like the first thing that happened was that a sim died. A sim burned himself to death making food. Like, okay. So yeah, go check out his channel if you haven't already, and also his Twitch page. I'll have it all linked in the info box down below. And yeah, he is so hilarious on his stream. Like, you have to go check it out. But anyway, if you want to download this house, it's going to be up on the gallery as all my builds are. You can find it by searching for my username CyberdollYT or under the hashtag CyberdollYT, or just use the link in the info box down below, but that will kind of take you to the web browser gallery. But if you can't find me on the in-game gallery, there's a link in the info box. And be sure to have the move objects cheat enabled before placing this lot or before placing any of my builds, just to make sure that all the items are actually placed properly. So yeah, as I said, guys, I've never built something like this before. I've never done anything Italian inspired. So it is a little bit out of my comfort zone, I'm not gonna lie. And with the 80k simoleons limit, it was even more challenging, especially considering that this is quite a huge lot size, like a 40 by 30. So for a lot size this big, 80k is not much to work with. But I do love a challenge, and it was fun trying something new. I definitely want to try another Italian inspired builds or Mediterranean inspired builds, but without the 80k limit. So that might be up on my channel in the future. But what I did to make this a little bit easier for me was to make a farm on the back. So we did not have a rule that said that we had to use the entire lot space, but I felt like I had to, so it was looking so empty. The backyard was looking so empty and so sad, so I decided to add some farmlands, and terrain paints is free, guys. So it was kind of perfect. And for once I kept the landscaping part in the video. I usually edit that out, but I felt like it was a major part of this build, so I kept it in. And oh, I actually found a plant in the debug category that was free, and it also fit the theme and the environment, so we're using that plant a lot, guys. A lot. I was really surprised that there was a free plants in the debug category, but I was happy. I was happy too, very happy. So yeah, that's this plant right here that I'm pulling out right now. You can see that I'm using it a lot. I think it's an aloe vera plant. Yeah, I think it is. I really like it. It looks nice, and as I said, it really fits the theme. And I did actually give this house a pool. I know the pools are super expensive, but I felt like this house had to have a pool. I don't know if it's like common in Italy to have pools. I mean, I've been to Italy actually, but it's like years and years ago. Years, like maybe 10 years. Maybe not 10. Maybe like 9 years ago. So it's a while ago, and I didn't actually see that many residential homes. Or I mean, I did, but I was like in the middle of Rome, and so there was not that many suburban homes that I saw anyway. So I have no clue if it's common to have pools or not in Italy. You guys can tell me in the comments if you know, but I still feel like a pool was a must for this build. I don't even know why. And it looks really nice, but it's a small pool, so I felt like I could afford a small pool. I couldn't really, but I did it anyway. And for the rest of the landscaping, I tried to use mostly like cheap plants and trees. And of course, I couldn't really go overboard with plants like I usually do, so we're going for a clean look, guys. A clean look. No, but I realized that this build would look so much better with more plants, but we couldn't afford it. So yeah, that is that. I did splurge a bit on the exterior though. Like, I knew from the start that I wanted to focus on the exterior and spend the most of the money on the exterior to make the exterior look really good, because I think that's the most important part of the build, or any build. And I know that if you guys want to download this, you probably want to change the interior anyway to fit your Sims. So that's why I thought the exterior was a little bit more important. And yeah, the interior came second when it came to spending the simoleons. So I did not cheap out really on the exterior. On some things I did, but I used the super expensive stairs. Like, they're super expensive, but they fit the theme of this build the best. And those floor tiles that I used outside, like on the balconies and stuff, those are expensive AF. So yeah, and plus this build, guys, it has a ton of windows and doors, and I mean, that's not cheap either, but I wanted it that way. So yeah, I did make this build smaller than I wanted to though, so that's one thing I did to save some money. I did want to add even more detailing to it as well, but again, the money limit wouldn't allow me. So we're actually done with the exterior now, or almost anyway. One thing you might have noticed is that parts of this house is like partly open to the outside, if you know what I mean. So the left side, the right side behind us, no, left side, from this angle, the left side of the house is like open to the outside. Okay, sorry, I just lost my train of thoughts. But anyway, the left side of the building is like open to the outside, so I used arches instead of like real windows or doors, so it's like technically open to the outside. Because I saw this feature on a lot of buildings on Google when I was looking for inspiration for this build, and I think it's so cool. It looks so good, it's so beautiful. I mean, in real life though, I don't know if it would be very safe. But this is The Sims, so we don't have burglars, so we don't gotta worry about that. I don't know what the worst thing that could happen is, like vampires coming for you. Okay, that might not be too much fun, to be honest, but still. I went for looks over safety for this house. Or, yeah. And actually, there's houses like this in real life. I don't know if it's common, though. It might not actually be. But yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. I think the layout of this house is very interesting. I really like it, guys. Like, even though it's a bit odd, it's still so cool and different from what I usually do. So the front door is on the second floor, so that's where you enter the house. And up there we have the kitchen, of course, as I said, and a bathroom, as well as a hallway that is open to the outside, and a balcony. And if you go down the stairs to the first floor that we are on now, you first get to the living room, and that is also open to the outside. And on the first floor, we also have 3 bedrooms in total and another bathroom. So yeah, I'm just done with the parents or the master bedroom, and I went for a green color scheme. I wasn't too sure what to do with these bathrooms because, guys, you know me, I love clutter. I can't really build without clutter. It's not me. But again, the money limits, I couldn't really afford a lot of clutter, so these rooms only have like the basic things your Sims needs and not much clutter at all. So I was struggling to furnish this place. So yeah, that's one thing. That's why the rooms might look a little bit empty, but I mean, if you want to play in this house, you can just fill it up yourself and make the rooms fit your Sims better. I really think I did a good job, even with the money limits. Like, you have all the things you need, so I'm gonna say I did a good job. And it doesn't look too plain. It doesn't look too empty. Like, it still looks like someone lives here. It's just a more clean look than I am used to. So yeah, this is one of the kids' bedrooms, and I went for kind of blue color scheme here, and I wasn't really sure what kind of theme to go for. Kind of like, you know, style wise. So I knew like I couldn't just decorate this very modern because the house is not very modern. I mean, you can do that. You can make it look like they've renovated it, but no, I knew kind of like it had to be suburban or traditional, but I don't really know what kind of style interiors have in Italy. And I did Google it, but like all of them, like all the pictures on Google were very modern. And I even tried Googling like traditional Italian interior designs, but I couldn't really. It didn't help. So I was a little bit unsure what to do with the interior. So yeah, that's also one thing that I struggled a bit with. But I did make this build very traditional looking. But I don't know if this is what traditional Italian homes look like. I hope so. I really hope so. Yeah, so I'm done with the kids' bedroom, and I'm also almost done with a nursery. So I decided to put in a little bit, or a little cute nursery as well, with a red color scheme kind of. I didn't really have a color scheme for that room. So yeah, that is done, and this is the second bathroom, the first floor bathroom. So I decided we needed 2 bathrooms. So again, pulling out some debug items, actually. I can't speak. Debug items, actually. So I did use a lot of debug items in this build, of course, because they are free, guys, or most of them are free. So that was perfect. The kitchen, I pulled out a ton of debug items in the kitchen, and not so much in the bedrooms, but it helped. Like, the debug category helped a lot in this build. So yeah, that's a tip, guys. If you're building on a budget, go check out the debug category. I am so sorry that I can't speak. Like, again, it's very late, but I need to get this video uploaded because it has to be uploaded. It's a collab, so I've agreed to a time to upload this on. So yeah. Anyway, guys, so we're kind of almost done. This is the living room. I did kind of spend a lot of money in here because that fireplace is super expensive, but it's the prettiest one. We got this in the Parenthood game pack. I freaking love it. It is so damn nice. Like, I love it. So I did spend a little bit of money on that. And that is all kind of the interior furnishing done almost. I realized I had some money over. So I'm going around putting up some details here and there, like more plants and stuff and some lights. And we're off to the outside. Didn't do anything crazy on the backyard, just some seatings and a barbecue place, and that's almost it, I think. Yeah. And then I go back inside and pull a few other things out, decoration wise. And then we are almost done with this build, guys. It's like there's so many things I had to say about this build, but we kind of ran out of time. I don't even know. Like usually I have nothing to say about my builds, or not much to say about my builds, and I usually run out of things to talk about, not time. But this time I ran out of time. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this build, and if you did, please leave this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel and you enjoy my content. It really helps me out and I appreciate it a lot. And don't forget to check out SpringSims channel as well and his builds, and let us know in the comments which builds you think is the best, and there's links in the info box. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.